Hi Fit Fam, sorry for the lateness of this video. Apologize for a little bit of the shortness of breath. I just finished today's workout that I have programmed for you. For those of you who do not know, today is my birthday. I have turned 35 today. And, excuse me while I sit down. I usually like to create a special workout to kick my own butt and to see how fit I am. Over the year, I've endured some injuries. That happens as part of life, but we don't let our injuries make excuses for ourselves. Yes, there are limitations of what we can and cannot do due to our knowledge, our experience, our flexibility, our strength, and our injuries, but it shouldn't stop us from moving, from pursuing our goals. A great example is Google CrossFit amputees. Those are some very inspiring individuals that refuse to quit despite, and forgive me here, some major shit, for lack of a better word, that has happened to them. Life just kind of dumped on them and removed a bit of themselves, right? And yes, they were in a dark place for a period of time, but they persevered and they dug deep and they grew from that and become such an amazing athlete. So again, if you want some inspiration, just go ahead and Google CrossFit amputees. You will really see some amazing stories on the internet as well as YouTube and really be inspired. And the reason I share that with you is because a lot of times as we get older, some of us think that we can't do as much anymore. Well, I'm getting older, which means I shouldn't do this, this, and this. Well, within reason, right? Every person is a little different. And I understand I'm a bit rambling, and I do apologize for that. I want to make this video short. So we're going to get right into the workout for today. Core routine home exercise number 3. Now, this one is going to take some planning and for you to set up a station for yourself because this is a long workout, all right? It's 35 minutes. That's your time cap. There are 25 exercises, and each exercise requires you to do 35 reps. Yep, you guessed it, I turned 35, so everything is in honor of 35 today, okay? If you have weights, please use them. If not, then I recommend grabbing some canned goods. You don't wanna go too heavy here, because again, 35 reps is a lot, especially with a time cap. You're gonna be moving. This is a zone 3, zone 4 workout for sure, because there's not a lot of time for you to rest. Yes, take the proper time to rest so that you can maintain good form and good discipline, but don't be making excuses to rest, meaning, oh, this sucks, I really should stop and catch my breath. Yeah, you know what? A lot of times life does suck, aka this quarantine, and there's nothing we can do about it except keep our chin up, look ahead, and make the best of a bad situation. And that's what you and I are doing, Fit Fam. So, now, I know 25 exercises is a lot, and I'm not gonna cover every single one, but I will have in the YouTube video at the bottom for the description, thank you, I will list everything out there for you. Obviously modify it when need be. And before I begin, real quick, I want to shout out Jayana. Freaking proud of you, man. Despite the quarantine, despite everything that's going on, you're staying on top of your fitness and you're losing weight. So very, very proud of you. Please keep it up. You're an inspiration to myself and all of those in our group. Make sure you shout out everyone and tell them what you're doing. Keep them motivated. We need people like you to speak up to keep that spark of hope, that spark of energy and momentum going. It doesn't, one match can only do so much, but when all of our lights get together, we can light up an entire room and make the whole world a better place. So without further ado, 25 exercises, 35 reps. Some of these exercises require you to do 35 on the right, 35 on the left. You know what I mean, all right? So again, do your best. So I got it all written down on my computer, so just stay tight. I do apologize for the unprofessionalism. I'm gonna break this up in groups of 5 to make life a little easier. So our first 5 exercises, we have push-ups. If you can't do a normal push-up, go to your knees. If you can't do it on your knees, you're gonna use a wall. Take breaks when need be. Remember, I want those elbows into the rib cage or a little bit of an angle, about a 15-degree angle, hands in line with the shoulders. After your push-ups, we got squats with or without weight. Body weight, obviously, hands are going to be in front of the chest like we're holding the weight. Lead with the hips, not with the knees. Coming down in parallel, coming up, pushing hips through, and squeezing. If you do have weights, either hold one weight up like a, thank you good sir, you're watching your right, a goblet, like a goblet squat. I happen to have a pair of 30-pound dumbbells. So either A, I can hold it like this, or I can hold it like a giant burger, if that's what I want to do for my 35 reps. I have two 30-pound weights, so I'm holding both. They're going to be at my sides, coming all the way down, all the way up. After that, we have good old-fashioned shoulder shrugs. Chest up, shoulders back. I want you to say it with your chest. I want you to give me shrugs. Bringing the shoulders up to the ears as best as possible. 35. Again, take breaks as need be. Then, after that, you have good old-fashioned jumping jacks. Don't get lazy on me. Hands all the way up, touching, hands touching, coming all the way back down. 35 of those, and then good old-fashioned crunches. We covered crunches in one of our previous videos. Refer to that. So that's one group of 5. The other group, next group of 5, we have alternating sumo squat high-pull. This is where I really want you to have some sort of weight, whether it's a dumbbell, a canned good, dog food, plastic bag with some items in there, a backpack, whatever you need to allow yourself to have a good wide stance. Wide, meaning my legs, my feet are wider than my shoulders, wider than my hips. I want you to think like a sumo wrestler, all right? Keep the chest up. Do not bow during this exercise. If you bow, done. Put the weight aside, take a quick break, refocus. In fact, don't even go all the way down if we can't maintain good form, all right? But again, chest up, shoulders back, keeping the core engaged. You're gonna squat all the way down, grab the weight, use your legs to launch yourself up, bring the elbow high up into the sky, keeping the dumbbell close to the chest, and flush. High pull, come down, switch hands, and pull. All right, use your body's momentum to keep it going. If for some reason you're having trouble struggling with the alternating, do 10 on the right and switch and do 10 on the left. Yes, I understand 35 is an odd number, so you're going to be slightly off. It's okay. You're going to be fine. It's not the end of the world. After our sumo squats, we have fly push-ups. That's right. Going back to push-ups, we're going to do the alternate version here. And what I'm looking for is, as you come down, you're going to bring one arm out. So it's going to be kind of wide while the other arm is still in line with the chest. So what I mean is, and I hope I'm in a good position for you guys to see this, as I come down, my right hand comes out, and I lean in that direction, come back to the side, alternate, and come forward. You can do this on your knees. You can do this on the wall. Again, I'm going to step out, come out, lean in that direction. Core really needs to be engaged for that. Really going to work on the outside of the pec with those flies. After that, we have good old-fashioned Supermans. You're going to lay on your stomach. You're going to fight for at least an inch off the ground. Hold for 1 second. So, and for my ladies, these are super girls, superwomans. You're going to come up, down, Yes, we are targeting your low back, so it's going to burn a little bit, but you're going to be fine. After Supermans, we have side lying oblique crunch. We're going to hit the abs, the obliques on the side. So kind of like a side plank position. Have a pillow, have a mat to protect that shoulder. You're going to lie down on your side. You're going to do kind of a crunch, all right? But as you do a crunch, try to bring those legs up to your chin, to your face, hand up, and I want you to crunch the side. 35 on the right, 35 on the left. After that, we have good old-fashioned, that was Sarah, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay, she's not here to rob me. We have calf raises. This is where I want some weight involved, either one weight or two, going all the way up, all the way down for a total of 35 reps. That's just 10 exercises, guys. We've got a lot more to go through. Then, good old-fashioned lawnmowers. Some of us have gone through this in person. What I'm looking for is a good lunge stance. You're going to lean forward, resting the non-using forearm on the leg. Notice I don't let my shoulder cave in. I roll it back. I grab my weight. It is at a slight angle. My back is nice and straight, and I roll into the lower ribs, working in that mid-back. And yes, 35 on the right, 35 on the left. Then we have good old-fashioned reverse lunges. I'm being nice. Every lunge equals a rep. So make sure you do nice, exaggerate, bring that leg all the way back. Focus on the back knee coming down, then come back up, step forward, and alternate. Then, lying chest press. I want you on your back, feet close to the butt. Make sure the lower back is pressed against the ground. Have your dumbbells, your canned goods, whatever you need. Press all the way up, back down. Do not bang your elbows into the floor. Protect the cartilage there, please. You're going to need a total of 35. Once you're done, place the weights down, come back up. Then, overhead sit-ups. Weight is optional. If you're not doing weight, legs are straight. Use your arms to propel you up. Reach for the sky, and then reach for the toes. If you do have weight, legs are flat, weight is over my head, I'm staring at it, and I sit straight up, and the weight is over my head, again, the entire time. All right. Then, reverse flies. I want you to go super light here to maintain that good form. Feet a little wider than shoulder width apart, nice and loose in the knees. Keep the core engaged. Lean over, have a slight bow, right? Notice that our shoulders tend to collapse inward. Fight for that, bring them back. Fight for that flat back, right? So start with a good position, lean forward, fighting for that good flat back, and then row, reverse, it's not row, reverse fly. So what I'm doing is I'm not coming straight back, I'm kind of at a slight angle, bringing those shoulder blades together. If you're having trouble bent over and keeping that good form, again, I want you to look in the mirror while you're doing this so you can observe yourself. If we can't do that, I want you to stand, get really lightweight, resistant bands are good, and focus on coming out, elbows are bent, squeezing those shoulder blades together, then coming back. A total of 35. That's 15, we've got 10 more to go. I apologize for the long video, but some of us need these demonstrations, so I thank you for your patience. Now, straight arm lateral raises. I want some weight in here. Canned goods are perfect because I want you to go really, really light. Lateral, meaning to the side. Arm is straight. 35 total. If you only have one weight, then guess what? You're going to do 35 on the right, 35 on the left. This burns right in there. And you're starting to feel that burn be a bit excessive. Stop. Shake it out. Take a small break. Go back into it. If you have one weight only, get in about 10 to 15 reps. Switch over to the other side, 10 to 15. Go back and forth till you hit your 35 for both sides. That way you protect that shoulder joint. Okay? Then we are going back to the core. Good old-fashioned in and out. No, not the hamburger place. We're focusing on our core, our abs. So what I want from you is for you to sit down, hands planted in the ground, chest up, lean back a little bit, feet come off the ground. You're going to bring your knees to your chest, fully extend. You're going to knock out 35 of these, really working in the hip flexors and lower abs in the process. Then we have single arm dumbbell chest press. So we did 2, now you're just going to focus on 1. What I like to do is use my arm that's not holding the weight to be out to help me with my balance as I work on pressing straight up and straight down. Again, I want a dumbbell in here, fighting for 35 on the right, 35 to the left. Really imagine, focus on your pec, engaging that muscle. Feel that muscle squeeze as you extend. All right, and again, lower back pressed against the floor to maintain that good posture. Once you've done all that, we've got good old heavy pants. No one's gonna take off their pants, don't worry. We're gonna use weights. So heavy pants, kind of like our lawnmowers, except we're gonna have two weights instead of one, so we're gonna have both hands engaged. So grab 2 canned goods if you need be. Get really close to your weight. Make sure they're in a good position. Squat down. Notice my feet are pretty close. I squat down, keep my body in a good position. I come up. I'm in a slightly a bent stance, and I'm just going to row. Pull on my pants, pull down my pants. Pull up my pants, pull down my pants. 35 of those. After that, we have static lunges. This is where the burn is really going to set in. 35 on the right, 35 on the left. Hold those dumbbells. Again, take a step all the way back, come down and up. You're in a static position for 35 reps. Come forward, reverse, take care of the other side. All right, now 5 more exercises and we're done, folks. It's over. Happy birthday to me, right? So, I'll make things a little simple for our last 5 exercises. We're gonna go back to push-ups. Now we're extremely tired. Our energy is low. So we're gonna end up going a little slower. Most of us by this time, some of us, we're gonna start for this last round, these last 5 exercises. When it comes to push-ups, you may start on your knees. That's perfectly fine. I'd rather have good form than sloppy form, all right? Give me 35 push-ups to the best of your ability. After those, we're gonna do lateral lunges. No weights. Now we're really tired, so we're gonna focus more on body weight movements. Step out to the side, lean partially. Don't lean too far forward because I don't want that knee to come too far over the toes. Explode up using that leg, using your glute for balance. Alternate on the other side. Knock out a total of 35. Every movement is a rep there. Then, now back to our shoulder. We did lateral straight arm raises. Now we're going to do straight arm. 35 for the right, 35 for the left. If you have 2 weights that are the same weight, again, please go super light. Protect those shoulders, protect the rotator cuff. Knock out 35, take breaks if need be. Then 2 more exercises, then we're done. Stance jacks, going into cardio again. Stance jacks is kind of like jumping jacks, except our hands do not come up into the air. And instead, we do jump wide. We're going to squat down, hands come and touch the ground, our finger toes. Then we pop up and we alternate. 35 total of these. Fighting to keep the chest upright. Then finally, last, good old-fashioned Russian twist, working throughout the entire core. If you have a weight, beautiful. If not, hands together. If you can do this with your feet up, great. If not, keep them down, protect that low back. You're gonna come all the way, touch the ground, come up, and come back to the other side. 35 reps, so it's gonna go 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, all the way to 35. Once you're done with that, breathe, congratulate yourself. If you're with some loved ones, give them a sweaty hug for me and tell them this was Flynn's birthday gift to us. All right, so that way they can hate me as much as you hate me as well. All right, if you have any questions, let me know. I'd love to hear your times in the group chat. Encourage one another, challenge one another. Again, use appropriate weight. If you need anything, I'm here for you. Have a great day. I'll talk to you guys later.